my sweets, oh won't you come with me? There's oh so much to show in this grimdark distillery. So if you like bullshit or want some hobby tips, this nightmare priest nigh unbinary our world magnificent welcomes you. Hello my sweets. Some of you may notice we're a little bit cleaner today. Oh boy. I cleaned up my desk. I know, it's the end of days. It's the end of days! So yeah, got a lot to cover today. As you can tell, we got some nice, wonderful background noise, like we all love. That's old Greeblin and a Grebo. Greeblin and a Grebo. Yeah, I was working on some commission stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and scooch all these little pieces. But yeah, I did a whole lot of cleaning, which has been great mental health wise. So definitely have been working in the filth for too long. But yeah, I got a lot of progress done on the second commission. So should be finishing that up today. And then I'll get on to the last one. Good morning. It's the RedWetSkeleton. It's me, RedWetSkeleton. Here I am. Hee. So here's the base. We got to get something on there to hold him up because he's got to be doing his little mermaid pose. So that's something we're going to work on here in just a second because I think we want to get those hands in there today. We want to get those hands in there. I'm going to throw some hands. I'm going to throw my own hands. They pop off like fucking Voltron. This shit's crazy. You wouldn't believe it unless you synced it. And I keep that a secret. 1 second. And I just leave. I wonder how far like I could get it before like you guys were like, I think he started his car and he's just leaving. I don't think the receiver would pick up, but all right. Anywho, what kind of little stump do I need to hold him up? My brain says wood is not the choice, but wood would look really good. I don't want to go with cork. I don't particularly like fucking with cork. It might be the wood. I think we're gonna go with Cholla wood, and I think if anything, it might be just like a wherever he touches, things wither kind of stuff, and the horns are growing out. So I think I'll go with that. Hopefully you all had a good weekend, just like in Mazinger. I'm not familiar. I cleaned up this too. Oh my gosh, guys, look. Well, I didn't clean up this side. I put up a whole bunch of shit, but then I got it all back out. Fuck that. I'm gonna put that up real quick. This is how we end up being a trash boy. And we don't need to be a trash boy. We have company. Come on, Eli. Yeah, this doesn't look that much better, but I did organize some shit. And I got some stuff put away. So, also, I've been working on printing everything that I need to do Fall of Rothenburg, which I'm very pleased about. So I'll show those before we get started on old Griefy. Griefy! Some Cholla wood tips. What else you need, Grief? What else you need? Feathers, no. You know, oh, my boys, you know I love you. Even with your feathers. Even with your feathers. Shout out Rowdy Piper. AKA the Maniac. One of the best characters from Always Sunny. Rest in peace. I need to empty these. I only know Mazinger from playing the Super Robot Wars games. I keep looking to check that out, and I have not yet. I think I looked for it on PlayStation Store, and I don't remember if I found it or if I didn't. Which, if it's not there, that's why I didn't find it. Man, I gotta tell you, I have missed the accompaniment of Greeblin and Grebo, like while I work. Oh boy, there's just something calming about it. I got distracted. No. That's not right either. I can't wait to use some of this. This is going to be so fucking sick. It's going to be very good. Eventually we'll get into that. You won't find it on the NAPS store, at least I don't think. Ah, damn it. Okay, that's that. Well, that makes me feel better. It's like that I'm just not bad at finding things. I'm a good finder. So, grab these. First little thing that I printed out. Excuse me, grief. Wham. 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 Where you got that out? First little thing that I found. You can buy a copy of the SEA versions on the video games. Oh, okay. Hell yeah. SEA. I'm trying to figure out what that means. Yeah, so this is the first little house that I printed out for the Fall of Rothenburg. It is from the Lichheim, Southeast Asia. Ah, okay. Hell yeah, gotcha. This is from the Lichheim, L-E-I, Lich. I think it's Lich, or Leech. Lichheim. From 3D Layered Scenery. I'm a big fan of their stuff. They are the ones that made the Grimdale and Greendale city that I printed out for Trench Crusade. So this, ironically, will get finished first, but I really like it. The inside is not detailed on the roof, but it really doesn't need to be, if I'm being honest. For me, for what I'm wanting. This is going to be used for 1490, the narrative game, the Fall of Rothenburg, playing through that campaign. I really, now that I have all the files of everything from 1490 Doom, I can start making boards to start a scene in my local gaming area. And that's definitely what I'm working on. But before I do that, I want to put together a very good looking set of terrain and paint up the models for Berenger and Willem, Willem and Berenger, if you will, and everything that I need to walk through that, because I do want to, that solo gameplay is something I definitely want to have, like, put out. Having visual aids, though, takes so much off of me in terms of having to, like, paint the narrative, which, again, getting out of my comfort zone and trying to do solo games and streaming them, that's the goal, because I know that's what people have been wanting. And yeah, so pretty much now that I have the stuff, as far as rules finished, all the files for all the characters, that kind of stuff, and I can fully promote 1490 Doom with its official stuff in my local area, I want to go through the Fall of Rothenburg and stream that. So I think the goal is to hopefully, not this Thursday, but next Thursday, in place of the Evening Hobby Hang or the Dying World Thursday, just start doing Fall of Rothenburg, which I'm pretty excited about. So I've got this little building printed. I've got to print, I think, 2 more if I don't end up using some of the slums from Grimdale. And then this is the gate, which is pretty solid because it's got opening doors. There's a little piece in there that I have to glue once these are painted, but just pretty much holds there. Also, same thing with that one. If you lift it, the little door slides in from the bottom, so you can open the door, close the door, that kind of a thing. But I'm really excited. I've been reading through Fall of Rothenburg, and pretty much I've got the 4 corners of a castle printing. It's mostly castle. There's a castle pretty much in all of them, or a keep in all of the scenarios except for the one that uses the little village. So yeah, That covers that. Worked on commissions, finishing up the second one today. Grief has a base now. I don't think we showed that last time, but we'll go ahead and show that now. That's good. Now, Grief is going to be standing right about there. He's going to be holding on to this. Okay. So we need to, I don't want to cut that because that's, Cholla wood is very difficult to cut. So I'm thinking maybe like that. I think that's good. So I'm going to pin this Cholla wood down, and then I'm going to find another side to put over there. That looks good. I just need to get the hands there so I can start sculpting on them, because I think that's definitely something we want to start working on today. That way it can be established of, like, you know, where he is on the base. Yeah, this is good. Yeah, I think I like that. Try this. So that, actually, I might go there. I might go there. I'm gonna go there. I might use some filler of some kind. Yeah, that's good. Oh, grief. Oh, good grief. You goofball. Such a goof. Yeah, I think that's it. I don't want it to be hanging over the edge of the base too much. I'm gonna have to cut it, I think. But I really do like the Little Mermaid, like, shout out almost. So, all right, let's get the drill. This wood is so hard. By that I mean dense. Like, it's very difficult to drill into it. So that's why I didn't go for my little hand one. Let's kick it up a notch. Yep, too much. Motor's just like, please, no more. No more Cholla wood. Almost. Touch. Okay. We're going to use that thick ass wire. Thick ass wire. So we don't want this thing coming up. Faux show. Super glue. Big old thick green floral wire. I got to play some Flames of Orion yesterday. Oh, hell yeah. How was that? I've not played any yet. I made a bunch of little I made some models, and then pretty much made lists. But I'm so excited to play Flames of Orion. I couldn't bring myself when I was cleaning yesterday to move all my Flames of Orion, like, inspo kind of stuff, references that I've been looking at. Did you win? All that matters is you had a fun time. If you had fun, you won. Ow, Shield Flames is great. The event on the weekend. Oh, hell yeah. Hey, Peter. Ah, fun. Made out of made out like a bandit my first game. Absolutely crushed my second, and then got crushed my third. Nice. That's awesome. No, that's so fun. Man, I really am excited to play Flames. No, get back in there. Ooh. We're probably gonna use some epoxy on this to get it to really stick down there, because I don't want. That's the angle right there. Because we want to see it from the front. Oh no. I mean, I've definitely gone and like played at a place and lost every game and had some of the best games of my life. So it definitely is all about just the vibe, and the crew. But no, it sounds like it was sick. All right, I'm thinking right there. Right there should be where our hole's gonna go. Right? Grief, am I off? No. This is gonna go there, so I'll slide in there. And then we're gonna have another piece. Yeah, okay. Oh, grief. Making me sick and doubt myself. You and your fucked up jokes. I think we got it. I think that was pretty much it. Let's see. Is grief gonna be? Yep. It's kind of like that. I'm gonna cheat. I'm just gonna pull that back right now. Alrighty. And we're gonna kind of glue both sections. That's way more glue than I wanted. That's more than I bargained for. I didn't want that much. I feel too much. Alrighty. Yeah, now that's the piece. That's a piece more like what we're looking for as far as the other side. And we might need... Yeah, we're going to grab some aluminum foil. I'm just going to go ahead and build some rocks to build these off of. I think that one's good. I don't know if the mic picked that up, but there was just a galloping in right above my head, which could have either been... it could have been any of my children. All right. Yeah, so I still need to figure out, I need to organize this little guy. Oh, also, this is fun. There's a funny picture of Gage in here. That one. I'll just, real quick, just so you can see it. Wham. And then you pull the lid up, revealing a funny sticker of Gage that says, "No gods, no moderators. No gods, no mods." Baby. That is a good rock. That's like a pro rock made right there. That's how you, if you're wondering how they do it in the movies, it's just like that. I'm pretty sure. I don't know for certain. Alrighty. Ba-da down. Do-do-do. Just poke a little hole. And grab some more white. Get in there. I was showing that off and I forgot why. So I could have these tools not all over my desk. But, those are some thick wires. We don't want that. I'm just going to stick with the green floral. Green floral. Go. And then I'm going to... right there. That should be enough. This should just be enough to go through the bottom. Wham. Just like that. Oh, grief. Oh, good grief. I was off. It was right there. Oh, no, and I pushed this down. Okay. Well. Grief, 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 grief. Yeah. Right there. We'll stare it. And then open that hole up with this one. We're going to stick that guy right there. A little bit of glue. Little bit of hair, a little bit of hair. Yeah, these are going to get blended with epoxy sculpt. I'm just putting in the basic shaping right now. Oh, grief, you beautiful, beautiful boy. Should I have gone forward a little bit with it? No, I kind of like his little piggies hanging off. Or wait, did I go? I didn't go forward enough, maybe. No, this is good. I like that. I like that. This is good. That's where we want to be. Arg. And we're just gonna add another little stick right in there. Ooh. Oh, you goofball. Goofball grief. Let's see, what else? What else have I had going on? Well, a lot of stuff, but it's been a rough weekend. Get back in here. You silly. What are you even doing in there? That's not a piece of metal, that's plastic. Yeah, emotionally heavy weekend. I realized yesterday was a year anniversary of since when my buddy Ed passed away, which is pretty much why, I mean, not why, he's part of the reason of why I'm working on grief now. But it's just that, not being able to process things. Yeah. Grief is the literal manifestation of trying to deal with that. Right there? I think there. Yeah. It's right there. Okay. That's good. Okay, there. Ah, yeah. Yeah, I dropped grief this morning by accident. So one of his legs is a little wonky currently. Both of his legs. One's broken. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't really have time to process it when it happened because I was still reeling from the grief. When it rains, it pours. So, but yeah, I did not realize until yesterday. I was like, oh shit, kind of all hit me at once. But, yeah, working through it. Feel better. Feels good also having a better understanding of why grief looks the way it does. So yeah. And what this demon is. Yeah. Nothing like sorting out your own lore unintentionally. Yeah. I think both of his legs are broken. Oh yeah, no, that's they're both broken. They're all very broken. Yeah. He has no legs to stand on. Grief is a comedian with no legs to stand on, hollow to the utter core. Yeah, it is my commentary on the joke of our species, and religion, and us just being fucking monkeys, and how absolutely disgusted I am by humanity, and how I want to do literally everything I can to remove myself from it, to be perfectly honest. Very not hopeful commentary, but brutally honest, and that's the joke. That is the joke of grief. Um, Grief, I also kind of came to the terms that it's just like grief is king piss. The concept of the cynical to like the point that it's like absurd, like almost it's the cynical part of the child inverted. The child inverted being a self portrait, which is I guess more of like how I see myself. And king piss is what the world has made me feel like I am. Um, so yeah, that's that's what grief is. That's who king piss is. That's who I am. And I don't know. The more I thought about that, it's just like the fact that it's just like I don't want grief in my house. It's the exiled princeling because it's not part of the harem. It is a part of the child inverted, which also kind of leads more into why it will probably be the big bad in the next Mysterian event, because grief is the one that actually is the only one that can make the child inverted actually come into full manifestation, uh, because they are two pieces of the same whole. So there's just a lot of that kind of going through my head yesterday. Um, and it's the grief jokes. Uh, but yeah, so sorry for the really heavy vibe, but that's what grief is. It's me processing everything that I've seen wrong with all the monkeys around me my entire life, and I just want to grab them and shake them and scream, "I'm trying to help you, but you're all just so dumb." And that's it. So it's not a positive statement. It's just a brutally nihilistic joke. Uh, yeah, so sorry about that. But I think even more than that, it's just I need to fucking grieve, and I've not for a year. I've been doing everything I can to try and make everyone else realize, hey, you're gonna die. You should care about what's going on in your life right now, because I have so many people that aren't here anymore. Um, and that's a fucking lot, and it's a lot to take on, and it's just been very, I guess, yeah, it's just, it feels good to get it out though. So I just thought I would share that in the event that anyone is interested. Maybe they can get something out of that, but appreciate your loved ones, give a shit about each other, like for real. That's it. So with that said, I'm gonna make more rocks, more aluminum foil rocks. Yeah, hopefully none of that was too heavy or too dark for 8:36 a.m. But yeah, I feel better. Just had to take some time to process things yesterday. There we go. Sorry if I went too hard, too heavy. Don't want to make anyone feel uncomfortable. Just speaking my truth. And explaining my art. I like that a lot. Yep. We're going to drill a hole into that so we can pin it. For 8:36, nah, not too dark. For 5:36, who do you think you are, Buster? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Possum. I appreciate you immensely. Also, Peter, thank you. Shout out to anybody listening to me. Can't stress enough. That's a good chunk of just me making stuff, is just trying to process stuff. This wood is too dense. Don't give me that. Eat the wood. Do it. All right. Heavy hearts and happy feet. That's what makes a fur and teats. Yep. Yes. Yeah, that way. Yes, 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 yes. Sorry if I really changed the vibe, guys. Man, I'm liking this though. That's good. Don't be sorry. Well, thank you, Possum. Yeah, just a whole lot of death last year. And I think it all hit just at once. And I did not even get to appreciate it. And one thing I feel like I really should specify, my father died like very, very earlier this year. But it's just like, it meant literally nothing because he wasn't part of my fucking life at all. And it's just like that's a whole nother thing that it's just the constant, like, having to hold your tongue around just people around where I live that are just like, oh, you got to be a man, you got to do this and this and that. It's just like I I'm really bad at not just calling out bullshit. So it's just like, I don't know. I think it's all a very, very big convoluted mix up of my brain and why I make what I do and who I am and how things don't affect me. And it's just like, yeah, the death of a parent is something it's like, man, that's interesting that I can now reflect on that. But it's just like, again, it's very hollow because it means literally nothing. It's like the death of a stranger, which just further encroaches in my think about why you love people, like what love means. Just think. That's it. Just think. I want people to think. That's why I make what I make. There's too many people just go through the motions. I did it for a very, very, very long time. If I make something and it upsets people, then there's probably something that they don't want to think about that it's trying to make them think about. That's the intention anyway. So, but yeah, just that kind of stuff. It's the grief episode we've all been waiting for, ain't it? Grief's backstory. Grief was just a young babe. He was beautiful. Yeah, that. I don't want that one though. But there. I cut my fingers right between the middle yesterday. with like a piece of plastic by accident. Like it slipped and I got like a paper cut from plastic in between my fingers. Whoo boy, that sucked. And I feel like it's going to be sucking for a while because it's in the middle, so it doesn't really have a spot to heal too well. I'll keep you guys up to speed, or you know, up to speed. Yeah, up to speed. I'll keep you guys up to speed. Still sucks. Yep, still sucks. Thinking there. We might need a little bit more aluminum foil right there. I think we do. But not too much. That's enough. Morning, dude. Ooh. Hey, buddy. How are you? Oof. Oh, yeah, you just tuned in right when I was talking about cutting the inside of my fingers. Unintentionally. Grief, grief, grief. Now, hold on a second. Okay, yeah. We're going to have to get that. There we go. That's much better. Oh, yeah. Beautiful, grief. You're beautiful. My pretty girl. Oh, you're beautiful. Right there. Stick that in there. Stick this in here. Lots of glue. Yeah, it's Samu. Everyone else loves paper cuts. I don't. They suck. But yeah, it was like right there. You can kind of see it. Yeah, just one. For some reason, I thought it was in between those two fingers. Yeah. Psst, look at that hair. What a silly grief. Is my coffee? It is coffee. Oh, grief. Alrighty. I like this. I like where this is going. I like where we're going with it. I'm gonna grab a little bit more cholla wood because I'm probably gonna have to smash some. Hey, does anybody watch wrestling and can they tell me what Austin 316 is? Because I don't. I feel like I've been told so many times, but I just don't retain it. But I made a lot of jokes about Austin 316 yesterday, and I'm just like, I really kind of should check what that is. I can't stress how disappointed my wife would be in me for asking that. She would know. Cholla wood. Go. Man, I feel like I got more wood around here than that. Let's see. Where you at? Well, that's wood, yes. Not the kind I'm looking for. That's hermit crab sand. Okay, we got shells. We got dirt from the floor, trash from the bin. I got all the stuff to make a hive scone, but I don't have anything for wood. I need to empty this out. I never finished that. I need to empty that out and hey, I found more hair. Hell yeah. That would have been handy. Oh well, I did process the rest of the Barbie hair that's going on grief, so won't have to do that on screen. Alrighty, so here's Beast Cholla wood, and now I'm going to go do a magic trick. I'll be right back. You'll be able to hear the magic trick. This is the sound of magic. Magic! 'Cause I'm a magic man. Alrighty. Magic. Magic. Tools of the trade. 4-pound sledge. That's how you do magic with cholla wood. Maybe a little hammer. Ooh, I don't know. I don't want to do this on my desk, but hey, it works. Fuck it. We'll do it on the desk. I won't do any more magic tricks off to the side. I might have gone a little too hard with the 4-pound sledge. False. I know it's a stone cold thing. Yeah, me too. That's all I got. Grief. Stone cold. Stone cold Steve Austin. Update on Extinctor Live. Again, this has been out for a couple of years, so but I do kind of like telling you guys where I'm at in it. So we started season 2, and I gotta say, season 1 was pretty feel bad. Like it starts out real fun, and then there's just like, man, okay, I'm feeling kind of sad about watching you find all these animals are in fact extinct. We killed them, and then seeing a bunch of whales getting beaten to death. It's just fucked up shit. Season 1 had a heavy vibe. Season 2 though, starting out strong. Update on Gundam. I watched Requiem for Vengeance. It was pretty cool. Yeah, dude. I enjoyed it. The story, I loved the mobile suits. We'll go with that. I love the mobile suits. The story and the characters were not, like, it's very much, it reminded me, I mean, honestly, of a lot of things, but it's just like somebody attempting to make something similar to Thunderbolt or 8th MS Team and having some knowledge about what they're working on, but not loving it. They don't love Gundam. They made really cool looking Gundams from like a standpoint, but it has zero soul. There's no soul to that show at all. And that's why I think it just falls extremely flat. Whereas 8th MS Team has a lot of actual heavy shit. But again, those are also based on mangas. Like they were existing, they're existing stories that someone wrote, and then turned into Gundam. What was I doing? Super glue. Oh yeah, I also cleaned up in my little chest over here. So yeah, man. Eventually, I'm going to have to do a studio or a shop tour, so I can show how I've got things organized if people are interested in that. I feel like people might like to see that. I always like seeing desk setups, shop tours, studio tours. That's how I was a super creep and found out that Tim loved Berserk as much as he did. As he had a whole bunch of Berserk stuff in his little gaming studio. And then, when I mentioned that to him, I could tell he was confused because I said his studio, and he was just like, because he had moved and does not have the 2 studios set up anymore, I don't believe. That's why. There we go. The Little Mermaid pose is so good. But what about my Tatty Batty Arun? Tatty Batty Arun. Oh! I want to watch Thunderbolt and MS Team, and I don't know where to watch them. Oh, okay. Well, awesome. I got you, my fam. So Thunderbolt, you can find a place online. You can also get the DVDs or the Blu-rays. I have them on Blu-ray. I gotta say, I feel like they didn't look as good as the version that I've seen online. What about my Tatty Batty? Arun? Is that her name? Arun? A-R. Oh, that's the girl from, yeah, no, she's good. She's also a little bit too edgy for my tastes. And I feel like she's supposed to fit the hole that Bianca does in Thunderbolt, who is the OG Tatty Batty. Uh, Bianca is one of my fucking favorite characters. I'm gonna go grab Thunderbolt. I'm sorry. Uh, yeah, I think it's book 3. I hope it's not 4. It's 3. 3 is, I think, where Bianca gets introduced. Man, Thunderbolt, the manga, is so fucking good. I can't just talk about it enough. It is grim, dark Gundam period. It's so messed up. There's so much messed up shit in Thunderbolt. Shit. I'm not gonna be able to find it, and this is bad. This is bad stream. I'm not getting anything done on Grief. But yeah, Bianca is the OG Tatty Batty from Gundam. After every, I want to say it's after every successful like operation, she gets a tattoo, so her like whole body's just fucking covered in tats. Thank you, bud. But yeah, she also has she's the pilot of the gun cannon Aqua, which is a amphibious, like aqua, so it's such a good color. Gun cannon, so rad, so rad. But yeah, I think one of my favorite things about Thunderbolt is that it does not focus entirely on just new type stuff. There is new type stuff in there, and I also like the more that it goes into that. That's good. That's good. Yeah, we might go there. We might go like that. This? Yep, that was it. Get out of here. It's like, but you've already glued me down. I know, it's okay. Hi, teddy bear. What are you doing? Running away. He says, Dad, I need your attention. Give it to me or I'm going to run. Yeah, I'm thinking that. That's looking good. So I'm just going to use super glue on here and not pin this because I am going to go back over and use epoxy sculpt to fill this stuff in. That's why I'm doing the base right now. That looks good. It's a very good angle. Okay, now. No. Maybe that one though. Yeah, that's it. It's right there. Push it in a little bit. Come on. I really don't want to have to pin every piece of the wood, but I'm kind of getting the impression that I might have to. Yep, we might have to. We might have to pin all of these because I'm afraid that they're not going to stay stuck, even with epoxy sculpt holding them on. If something bumps them, I don't want them to break. Better over-engineered than under, is my saying. It's not a saying, it's just a thing I think. Oh boy, getting all that super glue stuck on my fingies. Only one thing to do. Blah. Nope. Second thing to do. Blah. Okay, yeah, no, you're getting pinned. Okay. Gotta find the green bar. Wham. Wham. Snip. Okay. All right, all right. Yep. That's good. I'm liking that. I think what I liked best about Requiem for Vengeance was the respect of being from the Xeon side and how devastating Gundam. Yes, so that's yeah, and that's definitely I loved that, which is definitely so Thunderbolt. So I never finished that thought. Thunderbolt. There's a place online that I found to initially watch it for free, and I didn't have any issues. But I can't stress enough. I'm encouraging that because yeah, there's not a place that you can legally go online and say, hey, here's my money. I would like to watch that thing. Like, and that's on them. Like, if you're not gonna let people pay to watch your shit, like online, you can't be upset if fucking people put it up there for other people to watch. But yeah, maybe Good Guy isn't as good as they seem when they're blowing up 70 villains. Oh, yeah. So that is what I really loved about Thunderbolt. And I'm not trying to just be like, yeah, Thunderbolt does it better, but E.O. Fleming is one of the scariest fucking human beings in Gundam, period. He is a psychopath. That is the pilot of the Atlas and the full armor Gundam. Like, he is. I love it because it shows, and it's so good. It's so good. So it takes place. It doesn't have a single. There's not one main character. There's two, and one is my favorite character from Gundam, which is Lawrence, Daryl Lawrence. He is my favorite character from Gundam. His stuff is not my favorite, like mobile suits or anything, but I love that character so much. And I've really thought getting a tattoo of his radio, and I really wanted Gundam Mike to be the one to do it. But he has a super fucking sick, very retro, vintage looking Xeon radio that he keeps with him in his cockpit, and he plays. I don't want to say slow jams, but it's just like Motown kind of stuff almost. And music is such a big part of Thunderbolt. Um, and they use it so fucking well. But that's the thing. EO loves he drums, but he's a jazz drummer, so he's just constantly just smacking on shit with sticks in his cockpit, and he's always blasting jazz music that's just this frantic, just like it just really is just like a horrifying look at the 1 Year War from two completely different perspectives that you've never seen. It shows the Xeon troops that are all of them are maimed. Every one of them is like it's the pretty much the very end of the 1 Year War is where the beginning of the story starts, and then by halfway through the 1 Year War is over, but it focuses on that. It doesn't just stop. It doesn't just stop when you say we're done having a war. There are still so many people out there that like everyone doesn't just throw down their arms and stuff. So it just deals with a lot of dealing with the aftermath, and the people that are still fighting and stuff like that. So the Living Dead Division is a group of Xeon soldiers that are all amputees. They have different parts replaced by, you know, a mechanical, a very, very low grade mechanical replacement. So it is out the gate. You're like, wow, that's grim dark as hell. And then it also just shows how broken the other side is in the fact that E.O. Fleming is a monster. He just loves killing. He loves killing. And that's why he's a Gundam of a pilot. He is not a new type. Daryl's a new type. You don't find that out until later, but it's just wild how well of a, I think, just commentary on war the whole thing is. You know, making heroes out of monsters, and depending on the colors that you paint them in, it changes, you know, perception. But I really loved how absolutely monstrous they made EO, and how utterly relatable they made Daryl. And both sides are equally just like fucked. And that's, I guess that's the thing, is like EO is the way that he is from like just living in the environment that he is. It's not like, oh man, he just was born, I love killing. Like, nope, that's just, the war happened and he went from being a pilot of planes to a pilot of mobile suits. And when you're an adrenaline junkie, it's just like, yep, that all those things are going to add up to be very, very not healthy, not a healthy thing to do to someone. And it just, that's what Thunderbolt is. Thunderbolt is just showing the monsters that war makes. And I really, really, really love it. I can't recommend it enough. The manga is amazing. It covers a whole lot more than the 2 movies, but the movies are good as well. I would definitely say it is worth anyone's time if they are interested in Gundam. It is the one Gundam outside of Iron Blooded Orphans that I have tried to push on Sam and just be like, you need to watch this. Fuck. Good boy, we did it. Wood broke. That hurt. How deep? Not too deep. A little deep. If I start bleeding a lot, I'll go get a Band-Aid. Yeah, Cholo wood, man. Drill on the edge of it too long and it will break. It is extremely touchy. Fuck me. Come on, get in there. Yeah, no, it's just that piece is too. No, I don't know. We might be able to. We're gonna have to spray it. Zip kicker first. You good, dude? Yeah, I'm good. I might go get a Band-Aid. I think Thunderbolt is also the one that I saw a clip of someone fighting Azako, and it looked, oh yeah, no, the animation's nuts. So also all of the suits are, I want to say, I don't think that they are Katoshi. They might be Verka. I don't think they're all Verkas. They're not. No, they're not. They are very, 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 I would say, influenced by that though, and also influenced by just the function. Like, I feel like a lot of thought was put into making the mobile suits look like they could function, like mechanically, and that includes one of the most frustrating parts of like the models themselves, is all of the coverings for gears, because they're out, you know, in space fighting in this. The whole sector, it's the Thunderbolt sector is why it's called Thunderbolt, and it is essentially a sector that, if you're like looking at, you know, from Warhammer standpoint, it's just riddled with warp storms. Like, there's just lightning constantly crashing, like, in the sector. So it's just a whole other. It just gives so much. It gives me the vibe that when I think of World War One, I think of that. I think of just people that are just thrown into a meat grinder in hell, in a man-made hell, for nothing. And that's really, I think, the vibe that Thunderbolt really does well, is just the nihilism of war. But yeah, the animation is fucking sick. The design of the suits is so sick. But all of the hoses and all of the gears, things that you would want to have covered, um, they have these little sleeve coverings that give them a very like retro 80s, sorry 70s or 60s sci-fi look, very golden age. Uh, is not they don't look golden age, but like that kind of part reminds me of that. Insulation kind of thing. Hey, Bugbear, why don't you hop in your chair, baby? I've got one right here for you. He says, Dad, it's 9 o'clock. It's time to take a break. I'm going to take a break real quick, and I'm going to go pee, probably get a Band-Aid. I'll be right back. Honey. Okay, we're back. Oh, let me put my mic back on. Now we're back. Yeah, sorry again about all the heavy shit earlier. Just kind of comes out sometimes. There. I'm thinking there. I didn't get a Band-Aid. I lied. I'm gonna go get a Band-Aid. I'll be right back. I wasn't intentionally lying. It was just more of a... I think... Oh, shit, I forgot. I just completely forgot. Theo says, Dad, if you're not going to give me attention, I'm just going to leave. I'll go get a Band-Aid. Me use all of them. Hey, Buggy Bear, what are you crying about, baby? You got an eye boogie. Why don't you hop in your chair? Dad, who are you talking to? You're talking to yourself in the basement. You're crazy. You're a crazy person. I have a feeling that I'm going to have to put him in the chair. He's not going to get in it on his own. These are fun. I'll use one of these. Yeah, good little Band-Aid. On my way downtown, come on, bills in my mouth. I ain't trying to be cool. I'm hiding outside your house. I said I would. Hey, but bear. Come on. Let's go get in your chair. Maybe. Maybe, baby. Honey bunny. You're driving me crazy, son. Okay, come here. Hi, everyone. You sit right there, okay? You are rotten. Rotten boy. I don't know who made him like that. It's like someone gave you everything you ever wanted. Whoever they are, they're sick. Kiwi. Just your little baby Kiwi, baby. He's so good. That is my son. Okay, I got your bugs. Yeah. Okay, you sit right there, okay? I'm right here. You can see what I'm doing. I'm thinking there. That looks good. And then we'll start doing some epoxy. Sculpting. The look of absolute adoration he gives you. He's so good. He's just my baby. Okay. Let me get the epoxy sculpt. Also, just in case anyone wants to see, because I gotta make sure everyone knows, if you find a wild animal like this, and you're like, man, okay, I'm getting ready to release him into his natural habitat. That's the proper kiss. Just a little kiss on the back or on the head, and then you release them into the wild. Please don't put your tail in my coffee. Okay. The epoxy sculpt's right there. Okay, we're gonna have to. We'll get this figured out. 1 second. You go over here, and then I'll go here. Let me put my gloves on. No, we'll put those on second. Now you come here. Come on. Gosh, you're spoiled rotten. Okay. He says, hey, Dad, you got any peanuts? You're just rotten. You have your own chair, and you're still just like, Dad, I need to sit in your lap, please. Okay. If you need to. Just a good baby. Beep boop. Speaking of beep boop, watch Companion. I'd recommend it. I was a fan. Alrighty. Oh boy. Yeah, that cut did not. Yeah, he's my baby. Oh man. Okay. So I definitely have been like, oh, I'm gonna work on blank, and then it's just like I'll go to rub Theo, and then it's just like I go start working on something. I'm like, oh my gosh, there's hair all over my fingers. Boy, what are you doing? You're too cute. He's just the best baby in the whole world. Boo-ba-doop, boo-boo. Hey, I had some epoxy sculpting this morning, which means it gets to go in there. While we're at it, I'm probably going to use some of this filler that I've had just harden over here. Just a bunch of epoxy sculpt and green stuff that has, okay, get in your chair. He says, Dad, I can't get too comfy. I have stuff to do today. Put me down. Back in my chair. That, and he also probably is just like, if you're not going to give me all of your attention, Dad, you don't deserve to have me in your lap. I get it. That was a good piece. Going to be using that. Little spike. Okay. Come on. Don't stick to my glove. No. I just told you what to do. Okay. Get off my glove. I got like 2 more pieces of just leftover bad green stuff. Little spots to put in there. So there, then there. Filler, yay. And then we hit it with the zip kick up. All right, that's that, as they say. So now I'm going to, such a good little kitty baby. He's just like, man, just sitting in my chair now, huh? Let's put some of these tools up. That's what the tools are for, right? The tool chest. So I'm trying to think of the best way to do it. I need to keep my knife out because I use that a lot for sculpting. All the little pieces of wood. Back. I need to get back in the habit of when I switch materials, clean up, because otherwise I am just working in the filth. And I know who I am. While it does feel good and is natural, like that I can do it, I don't work as effectively having to sort through stuff. So put that down there. Put this back over here. Clean up, everybody, everywhere. These will go up, but not right now. Scissors. Those can stay up. I use those very, very often. So same thing with these. Not enough, actually. I don't need to. That's just from metal. So and these need to go over here. It stays. All right. Hey, look at that. Look at us. Look at us go, Theo. It's trying to set a good example. Okay. Chola wood. Slink out around. Yeah, I gotta clean my house today. It's been getting pretty crazy. Yeah, I get that. Same. Like I pretty much this weekend I definitely did a lot of cleaning, specifically yesterday. Just because I was like, man, I need to. Well, it's one, keep my head busy, but two, just trying to realign and remember, like, hey, I'm working towards something. Make the effort to keep your space where it can be conducive of that. And I just gotta say, like, from an anxiety standpoint, I'll get in my head and I'll think, like, man, it's not having an impact when it clearly is having a big impact. Those are down there. Okay. This stays out. Super glue can stay over there. Cap there. All right. Yeah, we're going to just be using just straight epoxy sculpt, not any green stuff, because we are not really putting in detail for here. It's just going to be filler and loose texture, pretty much covering the gaps in between. And then we're going to work our way down with the arms to make hands after that's properly done. Yeah, it gets crazy. You gotta stop what you're doing every now and then and take a look and be like, huh, there might be more going on. I need to deal with this. I need to deal with this. Grief. I also teach tricks on how to throw your utensils. Pretty cool, Bobby. Pretty cool, Bobby. Alrighty. Yeah, that's good. We're definitely going to make some spots in there where it's clear that's all merged together and kind of growing out from his touch. What you doing, Grebo? Ah, it's changing. Okay. Changing to the other spool. It stopped for a second, made a weird noise, and I was like, Grebo, don't tell me something's wrong. I can't handle that right now, Grebo. Grebo. Yeah, Companion was good. Was not what I thought it was about, which I enjoyed. It also has the guy who plays Guillermo in What We Do in the Shadows, the show, which I was a big fan of. Very funny. Gribblies. Gribbles can do what a Gribbles wants. That is true. They just do their thing, man. Just always gribbling, greebling, groobling. Okay. Not trying to go just silent on you guys. Just thinking, just focused. Okay. Yeah, and we will absolutely go in here and add more little spikes and stuff. And I probably could have just done this with all aluminum foil, and it might have been better use of materials, but I definitely wanted something durable to hold the pieces down and bridge the gaps. And I don't think I am confident enough in just super glue and aluminum foil to do that. And also it's going to give it a much more organic kind of blend. So yeah, I'm thinking I'm happy with that choice. Where's my water bottle? Grab some Wawa. Get some Wawa, get some Wawa. $16 hours, eh, Grebo? Hey, teddy bear, I'm coming back. Such a good baby. Already got it so. Epoxy sculpt. Wham. Oh boy. Me too. Faux show. Oh my gosh, he's just sitting over there pouting. He goes, Dad, stop. He just wants me to give him all the attention. I get it. He's great. Okay. No. Well, I don't know where that little small piece went of clay. I'm sure I'll find it. Probably with my foot. There's a grab bar. Get out of here. Monday. Gotta get down on Monday. Am I right? Okay. on this side, push some clay down in there. We'll not have to worry about grief falling over now while we're working on it. Also, for all the skin, we kind of have to have it on the base. So this is where how they're kind of a different situation will be much more explainable, and why I do weird layers where I paint and then I start building more. So yeah, we'll get into all that. But first, we gotta make these awful wood horns. Horns of the earth. Controversial opinion, but maybe he's right. Maybe you should give him all of your attention. See, I have thought that. I've thought that before. And I think Treebeard is probably one of the main reasons that I've thought that, because he says, that doesn't make much sense. But you are very small. Perhaps you're right. And I think about that often. I'm like, man, maybe I should just be like, Theo is really small. Maybe he's right about these things. That's what Treebeard says to the hobbits. And that's how they convince him to take them to Isgard. You are very small. Perhaps you're right. I love a good old Treebeard. I am no tree. I am an ant. I like to say that a lot. With no context. Can't stress that enough. There is no context with it when I like to say it. Yeah, that's a hot take. Maybe Theo does need all the attention, and we're all just wrong. Everyone just give him all the attention. He is a really good baby. Yeah, I'm really liking the base. I really think. One, I love the nod to the Little Mermaid. It looks very, very fun. Two, I also really like the idea. It's just like, yeah, as he drags himself around, his very presence and touch just corrupts the world. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and this is going to be layered and lots of grit and texture. So a lot of this does not need to be super detailed, which is why I didn't use any green stuff in this. It's just epoxy sculpt, which is going to add another layer of, one, texture, but two, almost like a sealer, because I based these big monsters in PVA and washed them with a lot of different textures. Not all over them, but that's a big chunk of also their construction. Is the big blend that it almost acts like a big, just a concrete or a mortar on the outside as well as on the inside. So on the inside, not the outside. Are you listening, Arnold? Hey, Joel Arnold. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Nice. Yeah. Freaky sculpting basement kid is afraid to leave his freaky sculpting basement. Freaky sculpting basement kid's afraid to leave his freaky sculpting basement. Yeah. Oh, agoraphobic me. Yeah, that's looking good. I'm really happy with how that's looking. Okay. I think one or two more spots, and then I'm going to move on to the hands. Okay, you two, calm down over there. What are you doing? Everything looking okay? I think so. I almost made a real loud click noise. It might have been the filament rolling. Rolling, rolling. That filament's just rolling. I really need to work on some music for sculpting too, for the tile screen, for the BRB screen. I need to work on that stuff, but that is going to be after I have commissions done and I've made a little bit more progress on the 1490 Doom stuff. But I absolutely want to be able to present things at a level that I'm like, yeah, I can do that and put it as a video, not just live streams. And that will involve having music made, so just need to do it at a time when I can kill the one bird with this, or two birds with the first bird, as they say. Common saying. Say it all the time. Alrighty. Grab a sip of Wawa. Grab a sip of Wawa. Hey, teddy bear. What are you doing, boy? You're right, son. I do need to finish my coffee. Thank you. Excuse me. Says no. Dad, if you're not going to give me attention, I'm going to stand in your way and I'm going to scream. resolutions for... I do not recall the resolution of that episode. And if Stoop Kid ever left his stoop, he did. And I can tell you, he says, Arnold, you've given me a great thing. Now I can harass people from on my stoop and from off it. And then Harold apparently doesn't know about what went down. And he comes to like give Stoop Kid some shit. And Stoop Kid like lets him think that, oh yeah, he's safe. And then right when he walks past, he's just like, hey, and he hops down and starts chasing him. Stoop Kid. Classic anglerfish tactics. Stoop Kid's pretty dark. Like, that's a pretty dark concept. I'm realizing that, like, Hey Arnold had a lot of real shit on there. Oh, hey, you keep the money. Harold, you fool. Yeah, Harold, you fool. You can leave the stoop. You should have been paying attention to the news in your area. People were talking about it. Gotta be informed. No, you keep the money. It's me, Mr. Kakashka. Oh, Arnold. Yeah, I really like talking like Mr. Kakashka. I say, no, you keep the money. I say that a lot in my house. Well, and out of my house too. Yeah, Mr. Wynn had a dark past, like tragic. A lot of tragic characters in there. Pigeon Man. Speaking of agoraphobia, a lot of agoraphobes. We were watching here Arnold a year or two ago, and man, that first episode was like almost not for kids. I'll have to go back and look. I'm trying to think what all goes down in the very first episode. It's been so long since I've seen that one. But yeah, there was a whole bunch of stuff that's just like, man, this is some real shit. Everybody's favorite part, it's the cold coffee chug. Bum, bum. Cold coffee chug. I'm just gonna put my water over there. There we go. Now I can reach it from that side. That way I don't have to get up every time I want to drink. Hey. I really want to watch that first episode now. Now I'm like, man, we need to start watching Hey Arnold again. Okay. Grief, 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 grief. So awful. Grief is so scary looking. Spoiler alert, he's only going to get scarier. He doesn't even have his skin on yet. He's not even dressed for the party yet. Oh, grief. There was like some drug references and stuff and criminal activity. Man. Huh. Yeah, I know there's an episode like where Arnold helps like a dude break into a store to steal stuff because of the shape of his head. I think it's Tony. Hey, Tony. Yeah. Or no, Frankie. It's Frankie. And, yeah, I remember Gerald tries to warn him. He's like, man, My boy Fuzzy Slippers told me all about that guy. You don't want to fuck with him. Is it Frankie? I don't know. Feels like Frankie. But the name that popped in my head was Frankie Four Fingers, and that's Benicio del Toro's character in Snatch. Because he owes money to a lot of people because he has a gambling problem. The kind of people that when you can't pay, they give you the chop. Viva Las Vegas. Okay. Yeah, I'm feeling confident that Grief is not going anywhere now. He's nice and held down to the board. Starts walking around. Ah, Grief, no. All right, Grief, what kind of fingies do you want? Spoopy or extra spoopy? Extra spoopy, you say? Okay. I think we can work with that. I think we can work with that. I know a guy. It's me. I'm the guy. I know a guy. Is it you? Yeah, it's me. Just grab a bunch of random pieces of metal, pinning wire, and we're gonna make some fingers. And I'm gonna take these gloves off in just a second. Hey, I was like, what are all these weird little rolls that I did? And I was like, oh, that's got a hand on it. What was I doing with that hand? Drilling it? I was drilling that hand out so it could hold something, I'm sure. Yeah, that makes sense. That's it. It's in here with all the pinning wire. That was something I was quote unquote pinning and never finished. So thanks for the wire hand. Oh boy. 9:51. Okay. Gloves. Hot. Hands are hot. Now I can show off my fun plant band-aid. Yeah. Grab our little tools. We're gonna need that. Maybe this. There's some of that. Some of that too. Hey Grief, how long are your fingers? Really long. They're so long. Which wire's hand is it? I was wondering. I was like, is anyone gonna make a joke like, oh, the wire's hands? I'm assuming Greg. I'm gonna go with Greg. It might be Eric's or Adam's. It's hard to say. A wired hand. The hand of Greg. Okay, now you're switching filament. I was like, what the heck is going on over there? You guys are being crazy. Yay. Oh, grief. Oh, good grief. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Six, I think. I gotta check. I'm gonna go check, see how many digits that the Paramore has. I'm pretty sure it's 6. Pretty sure it's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yes. Yeah, 5 fingers, 1 thumb. Theo, you don't have to chase me. You can come just sit over here with me. 1, 2, 3. Get out of there. I gotta make some more barbed wire soon. I might end up doing that sometime today or tomorrow. But I'm gonna need a lot more barbed wire. We're gonna need more boat. 1. A 2. Damn it, dropped it. A 3. Five. 6. 6 fingers for grief. 6 fingies. Okay. Now we're just gonna put these down. So awful. Yeah, that needs to be bent way more. So we want it to be kind of coming up. Yep. Finger, digit, 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 awful. Oh, grief. That's good. That one's very, very good. Very good shape. Okay. Okay. Now, this one. Digit. Digit. I'll do it up here, that way you guys can see what I'm doing. Alrighty. Nope, that way. And this way. Yeah. Fingers are so grotesque. Yeah, I definitely don't want them to be the same length exactly. We're really trying to go for an unsettling wrongness. But key difference, I don't believe there are as many knuckles per hand. Yep. Did I not bend this one? I don't think I bent this one. Or maybe I did and it just didn't. No, I don't think I did at all. There we go. Grief, grief, grief. Gosh, that's awful. I think we want to go over. Mm-hmm. That's it. That needs to be bent a little bit more. Like that. There we go. Pull that in a little bit. And then pull this down a little bit. Yeah, that too. Nah, needs further bent. Yeah, fuck, that's creepy. That's good. We're gonna switch that one around. This needs to be the finger tip. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna glue this one on here. Get off that. Both those there. Here. Alrighty, I know how we gotta do this one. It's gotta bend. Other way. That is gonna be awful. Yes. That is horrifying. Okay, yep, that's how we're gonna do it. This one needs to go like that too. Fuck, that's awful. That's so good. Yep, that's where we want it. Oh, grief, you are wonderful. gosh, that's awful. That's good. So yeah, and zoom in there for you guys. Just so you can see the fingers and how they are sprawled out, extremely spider-like. So yeah, very much reference, nod to this one needs to be adjusted. It needs to come out further, like a lower dip. There we go. That's good. And then this up. That's good. This needs to go down. And that really will sell the kind of look that we're wanting. Yes. Yes. Hmm. Do they need to be? No. No, that's good. That is good. I love it. The thumb needs to be adjusted. We watched Army of Darkness last night. It's one of my favorite films. It was my buddy Ed's favorite movie when we were growing up. So that was fun. But man, I forgot how much that movie impacted me and like my art, especially because that movie really epitomizes, I think, my style, which is a heavy focus on practical effects and why I love them, and introducing materials into our hobby that I think do a much better job of showing what I want to show than plastic could. But also just the sheer, it's a horror-y. It's the first horror I ever saw. But where it's just, yeah, comedic, but also it's like a lot of gruesome stuff. But I feel like it's the same kind of tone that I've tried to have in my work. A lot of gallows humor. This way, maybe? Yeah. That's it. That's good. Again, sorry to have heavy vibes on the channel, but again, talking about it helps. So, thanks for listening. I fell asleep watching it years ago. Hell yeah. It's really good. It's really ridiculous. I love just the stark difference between Evil Dead 1 and 2 and then it. Just like they could have gone spoopy. They did not. They went real hard in the direction they went. I also just really love that it's just like it is a cult classic that the reason that it's like Sam Raimi's work is so fucking amazing is it's just the sheer creative potential of somebody that knows how to make things that are unique, and no one else was doing. Like, I don't know, his shots are just so good. There's so many good like scenes and shots from that film and his other films that are so unique in how he films them. I don't know. Big fan of that. It got into my hand and it went bad. So I lopped it off at the wrist. That's too much of it. No, it's not. That's good. That's too much of a bend. Nah, it's good. Get that little finger up there. Yeah. Oh, grief. Oh, good grief. I need to get another wood round to work on my Rothenberg mod board. But I feel like the responsibilities thing to do is to stay home and work on commissions, not run into town. Man, I'm loving these fingers. Grief, you are going to be so creepy. You're going to be so spoopy. Everyone's going to be like, oh my gosh, what's wrong? What's wrong with Grief? Just like he just hasn't had his morning coffee yet. Duh. He likes to drink it at less than room temperature. That's what he likes. It's a real psycho. Oh, man, I'm really excited about the progress that I've made on him today. Getting the hands dialed in really is a major step in getting Grief done. Okay, so he's so creepy. He's gonna be so creepy. So the reason that there's no muscles down here is he is wearing skin that around here is where the bottom part is going to be, just kind of draped and hanging and dragging behind him, which is the part that is, you know, up here. There was clearly where it was torn here has fallen down. So he's pretty much, it's like his chest is exposed down to the muscle and the bone. But everything else is still kind of just like hidden in the suit. Wow. There we go. That's the bend. All right. Them's the bends. Gotta fix your thumb, though. Grief's gotta have the creepy thumb. There we go. There we go. Now you're getting it. Get it, Grief. It's your birthday. There we go. Had to get that little bend. We want it to kind of go up. So essentially, the way that I'm doing these in order to get them to be as creepy as possible, we want to have the dip where it goes up before the knuckle, so like, and then just a sharp bend. So the wire has to kind of go up and then sharply the other way. So it takes a little bit to just get them dialed in to be the right. Yeah. Yep. there. Grief, 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 grief. Oh no, there was so much super glue that just dripped out all over my hand. I felt it. Oof. Okay. Now this hand. Ooh yeah. Such a creepy, creepy boy. It's awful. Alrighty. Yep. There or even further up. I think further up. Yep. A little further that way, I think. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that is awful looking. Good, good, good. Yep, I'm really happy with that. Okay. Let's go. Let's show them off your fingies. I assume that they just make the worst clacking sounds and just breaking every time they move at all. Yeah, I'm really pleased with what we got done today. That's really good. On that note, and a high note for damn sure. I'm feeling really good. Really, really good about that. It's a lot of good progress on grief today. Got the hands sketched out. Got him mounted to the base, and the base is already kind of coming together as far as how it's going to look. I need to snip that hair, but I'll wait until I'm going to do hair gluing on so I can use it. Thank you for the stream. No, thank you. Thank you guys. Thank you, Possum. Thank you, Peter, Sam, everybody got on, talking in the chat. Again, thank you so much for your time. I'll say it every time, but it is your most valuable commodity. And the fact that you want to spend it with me means the world to me. So yeah, thank you guys so much. Be good to yourselves and each other. I will see you guys tomorrow. We'll get some more work on this, and I'll probably show off the second commission that I've gotten done, that I'll be getting done today. So until then, I will see you guys. Take care. Just pretty. Have a good one. Thank you all. Bye, friends.